What's up, everyone? So we all know Ellen Ripley from the Alien franchise, and Sigourney Weaver has been in 4 films as that character. Recently, she had an interview with Deadline. They cover various topics like the Venice Film Festival, how she just came off Broadway, and went into her first film role, which was Alien. When talking about the first Alien movie, she says that she doesn't see it as an action film, but more about survival. She thought more about the characters rather than a specific genre. Another question they ask her is how she compares Ridley Scott and James Cameron as directors, and how their approach to the Alien franchise was different. She says, Alien is perfect. It's so claustrophobic, frightening, and unsettling. And Aliens is this big kick-ass movie of scale, which actually has a more conventional story. But it's hard to compare them as filmmakers. They are very different. I can say that all 4 of the Alien filmmakers I worked with all made the material their own. When she transitioned from her role in Alien over to Ghostbusters, she was actually relieved. Ripley as a character was rather serious and humorless. She came from comedic theater, and that's where she felt comfortable. So when she read Ghostbusters, it was one of the best scripts she ever read. They also bring up this question: no one ever dies in science fiction. Is there a future for Ellen Ripley on screen? I feel like she's never far away from me. But on the other hand, I have yet to read a script that said, you have got to do this. So for me, she is in this other dimension, safe from the Alien for the time being. I don't really think about it. But it's not completely impossible. And certainly, a lot of good filmmakers are inspired by the material. How much does the public really need or want another Ripley movie? I don't really sit around and think about it, but if it came up, I would consider it. It has come up a bunch of times, but I'm also busy doing other things. Ripley has earned her rest. They also ask her if she saw Alien Romulus, what she thinks about it, and if there was discussion to include Ripley in that story. There wasn't a discussion about Ripley being in it. I haven't seen the new film. I might end up seeing it. I wish them all the best for it. Those are the main questions around the Alien franchise in that interview, and there's another article on Vanity Fair. It brings up a very good question. Why did Ridley Scott not direct the Alien sequels? I mean, I should have done the sequels to Alien and to Blade Runner. You change over the years, and at that time, I didn't want to go through it again. So Jim Cameron came in, and then David Fincher on Alien. Decades after its initial release, Scott intended to direct the follow-up to Blade Runner. But then the opportunity to revisit the Alien universe arose with 2012's Prometheus, and he ceded the director's chair to Denis Villeneuve. I was regretful, although he did a great job. Scott was determined to keep the second chapter of Gladiator for himself. That was a power he didn't wield over the producers of his earlier films. I'm the author of 2 franchises. Most directors in Hollywood certainly, let's say at my level, don't let that stuff go. But I did Alien as my second movie, so I didn't have much choice. And Blade Runner was my 3rd movie, so I had no choice because I had very tough partners. It was kind of welcome to Hollywood. He says the option to make those sequels back in the 80s simply didn't exist. I was never told or asked. You can imagine I wasn't happy. Alright, so what do you think about this question? Should Ellen Ripley return to the Alien franchise, or should we just move on and focus on new characters? Put your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.